But I love Predator, and I love almost everything about it. But there's one thing that's always really confused me, especially with the first film. The second film is, you know, I think it's a more flawed film, so it's easier to look at that and be like, wow, there's so much wrong with it. I didn't even think of that. But it's the whole notion that the Predator is what, 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Kevin Peter Hall was what was he, 7'6" or something? He was insanely tall. They're a tall race of like humanoid creatures. So you've got, let's say 8 feet. 8 feet for whatever reason, just to make it sound more epic. 8 feet tall creature. You do not get to being 8 feet tall without putting on some timber. So you've got 8 feet tall, pretty heavy creature, who's kitted out in all this kind of weird tech, who's got fishnets covered with trophies, which are skulls and objects and all kinds of weird things to tinker with and what have you. He's going to rattle like Mr. T carrying a Christmas tree that's already been decorated. This dude's going to make so much noise, and on top of that, he's a big guy. It's tough for big guys to move elegantly with grace and quietly, and I'm not saying that they can't, because I'm sure that they can, but still, it's much more difficult just because of your dog. You're big, you're heavy, you've got more mass moving, there's gravity's fighting you. So, the one thing that is literally never addressed in these films is it's invisible, and it sneaks up on him amazingly well because it's this savvy predator and it's awesome and everything. But it never does the question of the sound. And there's a great section, it's a fantastic section, where they decide to go back to basics and set a load of traps up. And nothing happens, so Dylan's like, what are you going to try next? Cheese? And then Dutch gets up and he starts walking out in between the traps to use himself as bait. And he's moving forward, and it's a wonderfully tense moment. It's one of those awesome movie moments of just, you know something's going to kick off, you're not entirely sure what, and he's stepping forward, and the music's great, and the direction's great, everything's great.
Sliced her up.
And then as soon as he relaxes, lulls you into the false sense of security, and boom, the trap goes. And the predator goes up in the sky, doesn't it? And they all waste time they could have spent shooting it, looking to see what it is, and then of course the log and everything, and Poncho gets crippled, and blah blah blah. But at that point, how did you not hear it? You can't not hear it. And I know there's people being like, don't you think you're being a bit pedantic with this? It's a film, Chris. You should just, you know, just let it go, Bill. It's been a long time. Like, but yeah, I agree that it's a film, and we sit down and we enjoy films, and sometimes it's more enjoyable if we don't look at them critically. But at the same point, I want to look at it like that, and I want to be like, how did you not hear it, dude? And additionally, how did you not smell it? This thing is not going to smell of nothing. This thing is a big, ugly, pasty, trollish looking creature that's covered in, essentially, decomposed skulls that have been cleaned. And probably cleaned with something that smells a little bit different to what we would clean it with. Like, there are so many things that you're just like, how does that happen? And then one of the better parts of the film, where Dutch is all camouflaged up and he's hugging the tree and he's waiting for the trap, he's baited it, and then there's a tense moment as you notice that it's crawling past him down the tree. How would you not know? Like, it's not completely silent. This thing does not have, you know, the slumbering dragon crest ring on. It is a big hulking alien that must stink like the arse end of a bad dream. Yet, you know, straight up, the suspension of disbelief is quite grand at that point. But we are talking, of course, about alien bounty hunter dudes who come to our planet every time there's a heat wave to hunt us as sport. So, I suppose I should have stopped about there, really. I saw a monster. I cannot save. But it's just that thing that the whole... It never makes any noise, and nobody ever smells it. This is an upgraded rot fiend. I don't have to tell you that this is a bad idea, because this is an enemy that is incredibly dangerous. Do not look at his level and think he's going to be easy, because he's not. However, he looked quite easy, didn't he? I think that might be because there was 2 of them. You alright, pal? Oh, that was bad. I didn't even have my sword out. Wonderfully bad. Right there. There's a part of me that wishes that Geralt had the Batman combat, where he crossed the distance to the enemy when you press the attack button, rather than crossing a preset distance that you can't control because he does a different attack when he wants to. That'd be nice. Speaking of, Batman Arkham Knight, it's like less than a month away. That is going to be a great game. Really looking forward to that. Then again, it's going to have some pretty big shoes to fill because I think this game is so good. And I say that with full knowledge of the issues I have with it. I wonder if I can do that to you. Or maybe just a grenade, because you are kind of low level. Maybe the grenade will work. Maybe it'll say... Oh, that was a bad one. That noise is super loud too. When you try and use a grenade and you don't have one, it's like... Pff, somebody slapped you with Mr. T's jewellery. A lot of Mr. T in this episode. You've got to show your respect, haven't you? Show your respect for your delusional black men wearing lots of jewellery. Interesting, it's bleeding. That's the reason why we're having so much success. Devourer's blood, okay. At points like this, I should really start using... You know what, let's try it. I keep mentioning that this game gets dark, but I never use the cat potion to see in the dark. Because I'm always worried about, you know, toxicity. So, let's consume a cat, and let's pop one of those. And see if, does it make much of a difference? Good God. So it makes the entire game look really washed out. Yeah, kind of glad I don't use this now. Because if you remember, in my Witcher 2 walkthrough, I didn't use the super powerful weapons that were exclusive to Dark difficulty because they made the screen look like shit. Good God. This literally is Skyrim at this point. We've messed with the saturation, and now we are in fact playing Skyrim. Okay.
Giant's pantry.
It's a giant.
Recruited quite a few men. No Hjalmar here, though. Gotta keep looking. Hjalmar came through here. Had to.
Ugh. Is there anything to steal? Of course there is. This is so strange. I could make every video I've ever made look like this, by the way. It's not that difficult to do if you've got After Effects. Not that you would want that, though, because that is a much higher level Devourer. And he just beat my ass up because he's a beast. You ain't bleeding either, are you, son? Nope. I need to be careful here. Oh, there we go, thank goodness. Thank goodness. This is the enemy that killed me like 5 times during my second night of playing The Witcher. Because all it did was, I'd kill it with the last hit because I kept overestimating how hard it would be. We need the fire. The fire's going to help here. This one. Superior Dancing Star. It's probably one of my favourite bombs up there with the northern bomb. What we're going to do
What now?
Try. So, oh, you can't move while you do it. I think that's an upgrade that I don't have. And that is going to hopefully do some good shit. But when you hit them, have you noticed how it kind of puts them out a little bit? That went completely past you. And he's blowing up. Such a dangerous enemy, I can't even begin to tell you how dangerous these enemies are, dude. But you can indeed kill them with fire. You can also kill yourself with fire. Look how good Bleed is against them. Bleed is top tier against Rot Fiends. Or upgraded Rot Fiends called Devourers.
Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice.
Get out there making jokes at the expense of a human who has died. I like it. It's refreshing. I'm more curious about if there is indeed going to be a giant. Because so far, I've enjoyed killing 2 giants. All the other giants have just been a really good example of when the combat just doesn't work well and is not very fun. And I'm hoping I can fix that by finding a really good way of fighting them that compensates. Because that'll make it much better, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. It's got to have something in it, surely. Amateur repair kit. Just in case our shit gets rusty and what have you. Splintered or something. Find. What does it want me to do? Does it want me to go down the hole, maybe? Oh, hang on a second. No, it wants me to follow trails.
Lots of old tracks. Giant must have come through here often.
There's also footsteps with it, though, isn't there?
Another track.
Yeah. Smaller. Don't blame him. I don't think I'd like to sit around and wait to be turned into a stew by a giant. What did the class giants as now? I can't... Hang on. Giant went that way. Footsteps went this way. Giant is stupid, man is smart. There you go. I do think the red and the grey is a good contrast. This is like if you went into Witcher Vision and it looked like this instead of going fish eye lens. I think that'd probably be a better effect. But then it might be a little bit like Cara Brimbor off of Shadow of Mordor, 'cause he's all ghostly, isn't he, when you fuck with him? Okay. Is that a ghoul? No, it's just a box. My eye's playing tricks on me. Okay, more footsteps. Some white wolf oil. Yummy. And enemies. 2 of them. Oh no, here's the guy. He's being attacked by sirens, it looks like. Or, yeah, sirens. This one, dickhead. Over here. There we go. We need to crossbow it before... Oh, we just hit it. They look intimidating, these creatures. They're actually one of the dumbest in the game. I'm totally not afraid of these at all, unless they're level 50 or something.
Thanks, White One. If not for you, that might have taken me much longer. And I need to see Leif. The bitch has nearly ripped his innards out. And we 2 are all that's left of my crew. All right. You might not have heard. I'm Hjalmar on Crete, and I'll never forget you helping me in a time of need.
Geralt of Rivia.
The Geralt of Rivia.
Ooh, dude.
Like in the ballad about the sorceress and the witcher.
Oh, yes.
You're still alive,
Looks like it.
right? Well, forgive me. Just thought that all happened long ago. My dad used to tell me stories of your adventures. So, what are you doing on Unvik?
Your father sent me. He needs you on Ardskellig.
Impossible. Dad knows I'll not return till I kill the giant.
Situation's changed. The fate of all Skellige will be decided on Ardskellig. They're getting ready to choose a new king.
The fate of Skellig is being decided here. If I accomplish this deed, it'll mean the gods have chosen me to rule.
The other claimants are already waiting at Caer Trolda.
Seems I must hurry then. Time to face the giant. Coming with?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Take it you're gonna fight the giant whether I help you or not.
Of course. But first I need to patch up Leif. Move him where he won't be bothered.
He looks dead.
Leif's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood, you know.
He's dead. Trust me.
Are you dumb? He's dead! Look at him!
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors.
He's stone dead. Good God, how thick are you, dude? He has no face.
Let's go.
She looked tired, Tom. She looked fat. She didn't have a head. Okay, that was weird. This guy.
Bled to death.
2 weeks ago. You've been dragging around a corpse, you sad idiot.
Hurry now. Pick up the pace.
Just
Shut
like Krach.
I'm waiting on you. Can't see a damn thing. Everything looks like it was bloody Sin City'd.
I'm telling you. Plow an enormous horse son he is.
So I heard.
Can't believe I finally got the bastard.
Haven't gotten him yet.
I hope this guy knows how hard giants are, especially giants that are unique like this one's ought to be. What is he classed as now? Is it an Ogroid? I think it... I keep getting it wrong things. I think it's Ogroid. Just double check. Yep, it is. I should really check those swords, see if any of them are any good. Let's have a look. 8% crit, 8%, 6% chance of bleeding. It's weaker though. That armor looks interesting. It's heavy. Not interested in heavy. Then again, the light armor I've got on is repulsive, so I guess I'm just not interested in armor at all in this game at the moment. Aside from the one I had on previously, which I thought was decent enough.
Geralt, help me smash that. We're sure to reach the giant's cave this way.
Can't you just climb through that little gap? Take that as a no. Oh, okay. I see what you did there. 2 points available. I suppose I could put them into Rend. Try and get the most of this ability, even though I'm yet to see the real rewards of it. Alright.
Colder. Gotta be close.
It's going to be a nice one. Bet you all. Because we've not met a frost giant yet, so I think this is going to be a frosty one. So, we're going to put as much fire on as we can. It's poison, moon dust. Oh, I don't think I've got any. You know what? Let's meditate. Oh shit, cutscene. I must have hit the trigger.
Careful now. One odd step and you can wake him.
Why don't we cut his throat in his sleep?
Hey, quick! Let me out before he wakes!
Stop
He
shouting,
should be
Dylan.
around here somewhere.
Wait.
Know what they call Viggy? The loon. For good reason too. Best he stay in there till we finish with the giant.
What? You out of your bloody mind, Uncrate?
I thought he was your comrade.
He is. Which is how I know what he's like to do.
Yep, you can stay. I don't want this being any more
Guess you should stay
complicated.
in the cage then.
What? I'll not forget this, Uncrate. You want all the glory to yourself? Let me out right now.
He's gonna whack it up. So let's quickly med. Well, it sounds like he's back. Oh no, he's awake. He looks bluish. Does that mean he's Frosty? Frosty the Snowman? Very happy man. Ice Giant. Well, fire looks like it's going to do the job. I don't really understand what you meant to do about that move. Then again, I don't know what you meant to do about any of the moves, because like, the detection is so bad on the giants. Like, wonderfully, wistfully bad. Mounts never panic. But if there's any decoction that allows... We could try freezing him. Although he is a frost giant, so you'd think it wouldn't work. But let's try it. I want to try and freeze him, and I want to try and hit him with Rend. It didn't work. That makes sense though, doesn't it? It makes perfect sense, that. But Axie doesn't work, so how exactly do you stop it? Maybe try a trap? He didn't even touch me! He doesn't have to touch me! Wow, this game is so stupid, dude. People defend this combat. Like, how can you defend it? You're an idiot. Like, how did I dodge that? I did nothing different. Nothing different at all. It's literally a dice roll every time you do all. Like, look! What kind of hitbox is that? Retarded. Absolutely retarded. That killed me? I thought I had life left. That was strange. I have no idea why I just died then, because it knocked me away when I had life. I thought I had life anyway. Cannot dodge it this time. It's great to know. A guy actually struck the giant. That's nice. Right. I have no idea how I'm going to win this, people. I just don't. I would love to say I can outplay this and I can use good timing and win, but it doesn't mean anything because this thing hits you when it doesn't hit you, and it's bullshit. And I can't jump out, which is clever. But you'll notice they're not fighting, so I can't wait for that guy to do my work. Or can I? No, I don't think I can. It's not doing enough damage. He is fighting though. fire damage that did then. Is he going to fail me again? Dude, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. I think this is scripted, maybe? Was it meant to be scripted before? But it wasn't, and it just killed me because the scripting failed? Like... You know what? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I probably shouldn't tell you, because what's the point? I don't know. Fire seems to be the way to do this. Get completely away from him, and fire. Right, Superior's Dragon's Dream. There goes that. This thing. Why did he poison him? Status effects are really good against this creature as well. If only I could parry its stuff, that'd be good. So you see, this has fire on it. Doesn't have a lot of fire, but it has a little bit of fire, so maybe this will set it off, hopefully. Yep, looks like it did. Oh no, actually, it looks like it didn't burn though. Geralt, really? Wow. That is a lot of range it seems like you have, but you actually don't. Now, can I go over here and rest to get my bombs back? That'd be just great. No, he's got his fists out. He lost them. Meditation's off the table, though. Clever. Okay. Let's continue to cheese the boss. Poison, that could be good. Just need this guy to help. If this guy had land some hits. Then again, if I could land some hits, I'd be in there too. So I don't blame him. That is exactly how the fight was happening. You see that? That is exactly how this was going. Both of us in there, sword in hands, valiantly fighting. Exactly how this happened. You know what's funny? There was a boss called a Draugr on Witcher 2. It had a very defined weak spot, and if you hit it, you could murder it. If you got close and you lightly evaded to its right, got an attack, and then started pushing it with attacks and stun locking it, but you had to time it really well to do it. And it was beautiful. It was a great, great boss that could go wrong very quickly. That might have something along those lines, and I pray to God it does, because if it doesn't, it's just worthlessly bad.
the Giant Slayer. I'll make sure the Scald said it in song.
Hjalmar the Giant Slayer sounds better. It was your venture. You deserve the glory.
But the bombs
Believe you're right.
were really, really useful then. That poison and the fire, really good.
Want to look around some more?
In that case, I'll meet you on the beach, near the port.
Okay.